What up, YouTube boxing world subscribers? I am your host, Nice. Welcome back to the Fight Room. If you're not a subscriber, make sure you do for the latest boxing news, feedback, and entertainment. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, it has been made. Crawford has stepped up for the mandatory against Shawn Porter, and they came up with the deal hours before the purse bid. Yes, they came up with a deal. November 20th, the Mandalay Bay, Las Vegas, Terence Crawford facing Shawn Porter for the WBO title. My thoughts. Obviously, an anticipating matchup, Terence Crawford finally gets a well-known fighter at the welterweight division, Porter. We know his attributes. He's an aggressive pressure type of fighter. He can box. He put that in his resume about 2 or 3 years ago. And, you know, he boxed Danny Garcia, but we know his style as a come-forward, aggressive pressure fighter. And now we know Terence Crawford, a well-rounded, complete fighter, in my opinion, knows how to move around the ring, switch hitter, southpaw. He can do it all. So, yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we have been waiting for in the welterweight division, finally for Terence Crawford. You know, because, you know, we was waiting too long to see what he was going to do. Finally, he gets this matchup. Now, the ones that are controlling this event, it is not PBC, it is not Al Heyman, it is, yes, you guessed it, Bob Arum, Top Rank, are the ones controlling the event. And we don't know if it's going to be ESPN Plus pay-per-view, ESPN pay-per-view, we're not sure. But we know that Bob Arum is the man behind the scenes. So with that being said, if Crawford, you know, defeats Porter, will he still stick around with Bob Arum and Top Rank and get another contract? I would say I doubt that. Why I say that? We know in times past, Bob Arum spoke about how Crawford made him lose a lot of money, and you know, we heard that. So likely and hopefully, for Crawford's sake, I would love for him to cross the street and sign a contract with PBC. If the anticipation is Crawford winning the outcome of this matchup, then he might step up and consider maybe moving to the PBC platform, which he can get better propositions and fights and even more chavo, yes, green, money. Because we know that Al Heyman only charges like about 10% for his managing. But we know that Crawford has his manager anyway. But with all that being said, a great fight. My thoughts, Crawford skills is impeccable. Not taking it away from Shawn Porter. Shawn Porter is the aggressive, come forward fighter. Strong fighter, hard puncher. Throws combinations to the body. Has gotten better since the few years. Like if you see him fight with Kell Brook, good fight. Kell Brook dominated him pretty well, and he's gotten better ever since. And we all seen the fight, you know, with Errol Spence, and it was a very, very close fight. A lot of people thought he won that fight, and to me, it was still a toss-up fight, man. I think the only reason why Errol Spence won is because of the knockdown. But besides the fact, good style matchup. Because of the styles, I think this should be a great matchup. Hopefully, you know, Porter, and I know Porter is going to come hard in this fight without a shadow of a doubt. He knows what he is looking up against, who he's facing, one of the pound-for-pound fighters in the world, maybe number 1, number 2, Terence Crawford, and he knows what he's facing. And likewise, Crawford knows that Porter is, you know, no slouch. He's going to come bring in that pressure and war. So, a good matchup, ladies and gentlemen, for the welterweight division for Terence Crawford's, even his career. Hopefully, he can step up more and get greater fights with the PBC platform somehow, some way. Let's pray on that. Y'all already know I am your host, Nice. Don't forget the fight will be November 20th, Mandalay Bay, Las Vegas. I'll give you more updates if it will be on pay-per-view, ESPN Plus, or whatnot. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and most of all, don't forget to share the Fight Room.